know. I'm Ava, and I knew I wanted to make something today, but I had no idea what. So I was like, okay, I'll get dressed, maybe I'll think of something. Okay, still have no idea. I'll put my makeup on. See if I think of something. Still nothing. I will watch YouTube shorts for an hour. See if I think of something. Nope. Out of ideas. Until I thought of it. I was looking around my room and thinking, like, what am I gonna do? I like so many things. I like so many things. I have so many weird, quirky phases in my life. That's it. I'll rate them all. You know, I've made a handy-dandy tier list. I'm stupid and didn't realize the letters would be backwards. And also, I'm also stupid and didn't realize that I only had enough space for D. But you know what? That's okay, because I don't think I would put anything in F, even if I had F, because all my phases were a part of my life that I enjoyed at the time, and even though I've moved on, they're still a part of my life, and I'm not gonna ignore or forget or be like, yeah, that was so cringe. No matter how cringe it was still a part of my life. So we're still going to keep in mind, if you couldn't tell by my appearance, and that, and that, and that, and that, I'm a disappointment. So a lot of these are going to be very cringe. Enjoy. Okay, now first we're going to start at the tippy top of the iceberg here. Little Einsteins. I loved Little Einsteins. It was, I still have figurines of all of the characters. My favorite was Annie. If you liked June, out of here. Anyways, I would say Little Einsteins is alright. We're gonna put it at C. Ow, I just hit my titty really hard. Okay. We're gonna solid C. Next, we're starting right after that, probably horses. Solid C as well. Maybe D. Maybe this one, maybe horses is a D. This one, I would say started when I was like 2 and ended when I was like 10. Not even joking. I would show you, I'll show you proof. I will show you proof. Give me a second. Give me a second. I have this all hid away in case a girl ever comes over. And they're like, why do you have so many horse figurines? And I'm like, I didn't have a good childhood. This is not even all of them. This is like a scratch of the surface of them all. I got rid of a lot of them, but I still kept a couple for memories, and because, I don't know. Oh, frick, that one went flying. Okay. Next. This one started when I was about 4, and has not ended. LPS. Since it lasts so long, but it's also very embarrassing, I'll put it as a B. That one tends to come and go about every year. I'll be like, forget about him, and then I'll be like, holy shit. I'm gonna go paint a bunch of plastic animals, but not so much that people think I'm a furry. Yeah. This one never ends. This one never ends. Never. For that, I would say it goes right where it belongs on the list. Let's put it at B. B. Oh fuck, someone fell. Okay. My nose. Okay, next. This one, when I say this, you're gonna be like, wow, you're so cringe. Keep in mind, this one started when I was about 4 and ended when I was about 8. My Little Pony. You know, I respect the bronies. I'm not one of them, but I respect the bronies. We're D or C. sometimes I still do listen to My Little Pony while I'm drawing or sewing or something. Because, like, their voices are so relaxed. I don't know what it is with their voices, just, I don't know what it is. And those were the ones when I was, the littler ones, when I was, after this, I'm probably about 8. And this is when I was allowed to use the internet. We're gonna go with, this one very much involved right on the internet. Slime. I was trying to spell slime, but I ran out of space for the E, so it just says slim, but imagine it says slime. I think every Gen Z had this phase. Like, unicorn glitter, everything. Like, everyone far and wide knew what slime was and loved it. I don't have any examples of this phase because I just burned it all. I burned it all. Although I do still have some color stains around my walls of my room and around my house from food coloring, playing with them. Yes. Slime is going C tier. Slime is a C tier. I just realized I'm so gonna run out of space, but I'll just put them on top of each other. It's not important. Okay, next we have Animal Jam. This one hasn't really ended. A tier. Animal Jam was amazing. If you don't know what Animal Jam was, it's like furry Club Penguin. Look it up. It's amazing. I still play Animal Jam to this day, because I'm bored, and sometimes when I'm in class, it's the only app that's not blocked, so I will play Animal Jam. And recently, it has been blocked, and I've been so depressed. I can tell by the makeup. It's because of Animal Jam. It's because I can't play my Animal Jam. Also, for some reason, when I was a kid, the word furry was not blocked. The word furry is blocked on Animal Jam. I mean, I wasn't a furry when I was a kid. Like, I didn't even know what they were, but, like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't... Like, the only reason I got Animal Jam again is to make furry friends, and, like, the word furry is blocked on Animal Jam. But, whatever. Oh. This one is outdated memes that I would say a lot to look or seem cool. Like, in 2019, I was still dabbing because I didn't have any friends. Everyone knew me as the weird wolf kid. And in 2019, I was still going, "Don't touch my spaghetti," and "Do you know the way?" and dabbing. Because that's when I was allowed to use the internet. And let's just say it wasn't fun. Bottle flipping was a big one too. Fidget spinners. I still have fidget spinners till this day. I bought one the other day because it was like so cool. It had like these like cool spikes on it. It was like an emo fidget spinner. I was like, I have to buy that, and I did. I don't know where it is, but I still have it. Memes. If there was an F tier, this one would go there, but there's not. You know what? You know what? Fine. It's going to F tier. That's F tier. Okay, the next one. Ooh, Minecraft. This one has still not ended. I'm gonna show you something to prove it's not gone. Minecraft will never end. It is come and go in different ways, but it's still stayed strong. So where did it? Oh, God. I'm gonna put Minecraft right next. Minecraft is an S tier phase. It's came so far. It's gone so long. Okay, next one. Ooh. Okay, so as a kid, this is my Therian. Therian, did I say it? Therian phase. No, I was never a Therian. I never identified as one. I never did the mask thing. But as a kid, I would run around on all my legs everywhere. I mean, I thought I was a dog or a horse. Every day of the animal would change. And I thought I was an animal. And the other day in history class, my teacher was like, you don't want to know what I wanted to be when I was in high school. I wanted to be an accountant. Ew. And I was like, that's not that embarrassing. I wanted to be a horse till I was like 10. And everyone laughed at me. So that's my Therian phase. Now, there's multiple phases that are like kind of the same thing, but a little bit different. Therian, that C tier. Therian's going on C tier, which is probably way too high, but whatever. Okay, next one. Oh, this one's in the same category as Therian or Animal Jam. Emo, edgy, wolf art. I will try to find you guys some art. I was probably in like 2nd grade before I was allowed to use the internet, and I like drew these edgy. I'm not gonna find it right now, but I'll put a photo on screen. I would draw these like my Animal Jam character. Ooh. This is not art, but it's still. Oh fuck! Things are falling off my shelves. It's still okay. Categorizes. This was still things that I owned in my phase. Yes. You see, I have more wool figurines over there that were a part of this phase, but I just think they're cool, so I keep them around. Yes. This one, you know what? I don't think I've changed too much. I definitely have moved away from this one, but it still is. I would still say I'm an emo, edgy furry. So this one is going. I would say C tier, maybe B tier. Emo, furry, wolf art. Okay, this one. Oh, gymnastics. I watched the Olympics one year, and I saw Nadia Comaneci. I forget her name. Nadia Comaneci. Oh, I forget it. The girl with the American. No, she was Brazilian. Who was the girl who had the American flag leotard? Whatever. Her. I saw her and I was like, she is so stunning. I want to be just like her. And I started taking gymnastics. And I wouldn't take off this leotard ever. Like, ever. And I took gymnastics for probably a solid 5 years. And I was terrible at it. I could barely touch my toes. I could never do a split, like, ever. And then I started taking ballet. And so I was like, oh, it's probably less acrobatic, right? More of the dancing I like to do, and less of the splits and cartwheels and torture. No, it was not. It was the exact same thing, and I was still made fun of by all the other kids because I couldn't do a split. So, gymnastics, D tier. Maybe D tier. Gymnastics is a D tier. Okay, now this one is probably, if you don't know me in real life, then you've probably been thinking this thing like, what, are they a furry? Are they a furry? And I'm here to answer your question, and it's yes. Yes, I am a furry. I've been a furry for over 3 years. We even have a fursuit right there. He's not finished. He's ugly. His name is Apollo, but he's ugly right now. I have a dino mask. He's also not finished and ugly. Don't look at them. They're ugly. Yes. And if you looked at all my other phases, they all kind of add up to furry. Animal Jam, emo art, pretending to be an animal, walking on my legs, LPS, they've all led up to this. I just want you to know, I'm not a word furry. I don't piss in a litter box. I don't think I'm an animal all the time. that's not furries. I mean, it is, but, like, it's not the majority of them. So if you're that person that's like, I don't like furries, they piss in litter boxes, that's not us. I mean, that's not us. That's weird people, not us. We're just artists that deserve respect. We're just artists. Please, man. If you don't like furries, get out. I'm not saying that because I'm a furry. Even before I was one, I had so much respect for them. They're just artists. Nothing more. Look it up. Do research. Look up the definition. You're gonna think, oh, somebody pisses in a litter box and eats dog food and wears a leash everywhere. No. We're just artists, man. When you look it up, the definition is someone who has a interest in anthropomorphic characters, which means human animal crossovers. That was nothing. Furry? Furry is an S tier phase of mine, because it's lasted so long, and I would not be surprised if I grow up to be a furry my entire life, because so far, the rest of my life has been leading up to it. Next one, let's pick a random one. Oh. Emo. As you could tell by my appearance, I'm emo. I listen to My Chemical Romance, and if you've seen any of my other videos, that's been very, very clear. Yes. Yeah. Emo is a solid A tier. Emo is an A tier. Now, ignore the art here. I was trying to draw a bunch of skulls, but they looked ugly, so I just scratched them out, and I was like, that's edgy, I'm keeping it in. That was a fun one. It still is a fun one. I'm still going through it, obviously. Probably lasted for like a year or two now. Let's pick a random one. Oh, this one, most people who've had this phase would look back at it and be like, ew, that was so cringe, I would have killed myself. I'm quite proud of it. At first I was like, oh, because I don't want to get bullied in the comments. Dream SMP. I was in the Dream SMP fandom for over 2-3 years now. I still, maybe 2. Honestly, I still have respect for the people, I just don't, they're not my thing anymore. There wasn't any real reason, I left the fandom just to kind of get bored of it. I was sick of getting bullied for thinking Tubbo was cool. I was sick of being pushed out and looked at like a failure when I just liked watching people play Minecraft. I was sick of it, so I was like, you know what, I'm done with this shit. But it was still a part of my life, and I've enjoyed it then. I may not enjoy it now, but it was still a part of my life that I'm not just gonna ignore or forget. In fact, I still have some of my Dream SMP art from a while ago. My wallpaper is still this. I'm not in the fandom anymore, but it just makes me happy. I don't know what it is about this image. My wallpaper has been this image for like a year now, and maybe more, like two years now. It just makes me happy when I look at it. So Dream SMP, B or A? I think I'm gonna put it in A or B. B it is. Dream SMP goes in B. Oh, it rhymes. Because it was R.I.P. Techno. He was a king. Yes. If that white curtain right there, that was a Ghost Boo cosplay I did. It's trash. Don't look at it. Okay, next one. Heartstopper. Yay. I like Heartstopper. Since the day I was like, heard about it, I have 2 of the books. 2.5, really good. I'm not going to show you them because they're over there. I mean, fuck it, I'll show you them. I've already made a mess in my room trying to show people stuff for this video, but I love Heartstopper. I cut out all the little leaves and they're on my wall, and I'll show you them. I don't know if you can see it, but there they are. Yeah. Heartstopper didn't last that long. I'm still a fan of it, but there was a time where I would watch it, the whole show every day for... Is that towel always been in the frame? That crusty, dirty towel I left from there from washing Knockout yesterday. Okay, we're just gonna ignore it. Pretend that's not there. My room's a mess, if you couldn't tell. My table, I have probably this much space. Everything else is just clutter. And I'm a messy person like that. So by that, you're gonna get used to it. I think most of you would literally puke if you saw my floor, but that's okay. That's where I keep my litter box. I'm just kidding. Heartstopper, solid B tier. It was fun. It's still pretty fun. There's a new season coming out soon. I think this phase is gonna go full circle, full 360 circle, and be like, ah! I'm so excited for that. What's next? The Owl House. This one, A tier. Absolute A tier. I'm obviously still going through this one. Any of you know me. Where is it? Where's my t-shirt? I can't find it, but I own an Owl House t-shirt. I probably wore it in a video before. I love the Owl House. I shouldn't go that far. I say I will always love it. I say that every time. And then I'm like, whoops, too bad. Phase is over. I've been going through this one probably about a year or two. Probably a year. But I watched it on its premiere, and when I first saw the first 2 episodes, I was like, damn, this show looks good. And I saw a couple more, and I was like, this show sucks. And like a year later, I was like, oh my god, this show's so good. And then I proceeded to be obsessed with it for another year. And now it's my main obsession. Like, it's taken up 80% of my life is the Owl House right now. Probably assume that if you watched any more of my other videos, but no, we're gonna keep Owlbert in the back of the video. Owlbert's gonna stay right there. Come on. If he falls, too bad. Owl House, A tier. Okay, I think not the last one, but we're almost at the last one. This is a Hermitcraft. This one probably lasted about 2, maybe 3 years. Hermitcraft was a humongous part of my life. Even my username, Pesky Ava, came from a Korean quote. Pesky bad. I will give a moment of silence, and we're just gonna listen to that for a minute.
Pesky bird. Pesky bird. Pesky bird. Pesky bird. On pesky bird. The pesky bird. Pesky bird. Pesky bird. The pesky bird. Pesky bird. The pesky bird. Pesky bird. Pesky bird. The pesky bird. The pesky bird. Pesky bird. Pesky bird.
Moment of silence over. Hermitcraft, A tier. A tier. It was amazing. And I'm not part of the I would say I was probably end of season 5, all of season 6, all of season 7, and like I saw all of season 8, but the whole time I was like, okay, it's the beginning of the season, it's gonna get better, right? No, it didn't. It never did. They were obsessed with a boat the whole time. A boat. If any of you are still into Hermitcraft, that's awesome for you. Glad you still found interest in it. I didn't. It sucked. It absolutely sucked. But I just realized I didn't put tape on the back of our last one. This one has been going strong for 2 years. Theater/musical theater. I'm gonna put this one in A tier. A tier. Been a stage manager, still a stage manager. Might audition soon. Who knows? I might get into like acting theater. But just see, these all empty papers. Yes, they are. At that, our video comes to an end. Here is our tier list. I hope you enjoyed this little time we had. Ooh, I think I should talk about, did I mention my wallpaper for like a year was this? Ooh, we need some honorable mentions. Honorable mentions are, I was gonna put an own thing for the gay phase, but that's just a mixture of all of them, so we're not putting gay. Ooh, this is the Lego Ida phase. That one's still going strong. Lego Ida is so sexy. She is so hot. Oh my god, bro. Like, There's the artist phase, but that's been going for like my whole life and stayed strong, so doesn't count. Ooh, passerine. My passerine phase was something else. But I think that definitely falls into the category of Dream SMP. If you didn't know, it's a Dream SMP fanfiction, but it's not any fanfiction. It's like this whole story that even if you weren't in the fandom, I think the story would make you cry. Like, literally, you seem like I'm getting kind of in tears thinking about it. And like, they think, Ava, you're a pussy. It's not that bad. No, it is that bad. With that, come to an end. Goodbye. We'll see you in the next time. Have a very slay emo day.